welcome on back to the T.O. zone. We are looking at a split game right now, 6 apiece for the Zappers and the Knights of Gen. Woo! We are in for a good one. We're also in for a good time here in the T.O. zone because we have a very special guest joining us. Some of you may know him as Ronnie Singh. Some of you may know him as Ronnie 2K.
I don't know this Ronnie Singh person you mentioned.
What's going on, guys?
Yes, he has alter egos. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be back here in Atlanta. You know, the last time I was out here, a couple times last year, playoffs and regular season, the experience was amazing, but having fans in the stands for the first time, really bringing the control of fans to this game, I'm so excited to be here.
Again, we're back on the drive here for the Zappers, who had a lead momentarily. You're rocking the Zappers gear, and it seems as if the fans this week, Ronnie, it seems like they want to call a few more run plays, and it's really worked out for them.
I mean, look, we were passing the ball way too much. I mean, I think there was a lot of addiction about having T.O. on our team. Of course there would be, but you got to have a balanced offense to make it work. So I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see a balanced play sheet for the Zappers. And it's showing up in the scoreboard. We're right there.
Right?
Yeah.
What?
I'd rather not lose another game.
well, one of your co-owners, Menery, was just up here in the T.O. zone, and yeah, he was very candid also about the fact that you guys have not won a game this season. He's pretty devastated by your play so far.
Watch out.
He got away.
Oh, my gosh.
He's
got a man.
Oh, underthrow.
That
had third down. We got this.
That was like 14 different ways it could have gone.
Sorry, Charlie. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Oh, no, all good. I mean,
it
was worth interrupting to see a potential.
Kelly Bryant, the quarterback, actually shook free, actually got loose. But, man, that was Terrence Williams, the former Dallas Cowboy.
Oh, he got it on his foot.
Did.
After the tip, watch.
You know what? That's an awesome defensive play.
Oh, if he had caught that. Just a little bit of an underthrow.
How about this? The ball gets tipped, then the ball gets kicked, and Kelly Bryant,
he hadn't got it
phenomenal effort.
Yeah. There goes T.O.
I mean, he is open, but this, I don't think the play is actually to him, running that post route, but yeah, wide open there. Ronnie, where is home base? And I gotta say, man, like, you have such an incredibly niche following.
Yeah.
And you live in that world, man. Like 5 years ago, would you have ever anticipated anything like this?
Yeah, no way. I live in the Bay. 2K headquarters is there. But I mean, this is so me with what was happening here. Obviously, fans control video games, right? So it's a perfect kind of balance to have fans controlled live action with a metaverse and wherever we're going, you know, like, this is the kind of perfect corollary to that, and so I'm so excited to be part of it.
And how did it get brought to your attention that you could become part of it?
I heard about it early. My guy Brendan, who's actually right there, he brought it to my attention. But like the league actively recruited me because they're like the one face of video games to be able to kind of, you know, have the fans call the action just like you would in a video game. It just made a lot of sense, and I was just so excited. And I've known Bob forever, Crazy Bob. So he was really excited. I was really excited to partner with my buddy and do some fun stuff.
How about this? 4th and 7.
Yeah.
Second drive here for the Zappers. This is a huge, huge play because look at where the ball is located right now. Kelly Bryant firing. What a good throw. Picks up the first down. First target for Owens, and that's a good one. We talked about this in the pregame. Anytime Terrell is having one of those in-breaking routes, he's open. And that time, Kelly Bryant delivering a strike under pressure. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's in the league for the first week, right?
Yes, it is.
He's you knew he'd come in and show off and like have a really big performance. So I know he's amped to be here. This is going to be very exciting to watch him play.
And this is the T.O.V cam brought to you by Link 2. Straight from the perspective of T.O.
I mean, he's looking at a huge cushion, about 10 yards of cushion, and they're still shading coverage over to a guy who was pushing 50. This man is Captain America incarnate. Unbelievable. Hey, Ronnie, you talk about bridging that gap between the video game audience and the FCF. I I gotta ask you, how often because the 2K community is so vocal,
Yeah.
and if I know anything about video game fans, they're always mad.
Yeah.
They're always mad.
Yeah.
How often do they find you and say, hey, you know what 2K needs to do, X, Y, and Z?
Hey, they find me a lot, but being here where there were so many kids, obviously we had a high school game earlier, and some of the best high school prospects from around the league. There were so many kids coming up to me and showing their admiration for the video game, because obviously it is a cultural phenomenon, that game especially, and being a part of it's been great. But obviously as a gaming fan, you want perfection in your product, you want everything. I'm used to it. I've been there for 14 years, so I'm good.
Well,
That's
so
great.
what's it like now, because you're a part of the physical game and also the digital space? I mean, is there something that you're taking from each of the spaces and applying to the other?
Totally, 100%. The fact that fans can be so involved in this, the mechanisms that they get to call the plays, to run the rules, it is so video game. So you see that, I talked about the metaverse earlier, right? That's where we're going, that whole space. So it's very exciting, and there's a lot to learn from both sides.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine 2K in the meta? What?
that?
Can you imagine 2K in the meta?
You never know.
That would be
Hold on,
amazing.
can we just stop for 2K in the meta? How does that even work?
Right, exactly.
What-
I have to
is
see. I have
that?
to see. I mean, look, I think 2K has been in the meta. Yeah, maybe you don't VR it, but we have an open world. We're in the city. You get to walk around. You get to buy your clothes, pick your music, have all those celebrations, dances, whatever. We've already done that, and that's what this is too.
It is.
It's coming, whether you like it or not. The
You know what
world
I'm-
is going to the meta.
You know what I love seeing from the Zappers offense right now?
T.O. zone in the meta.
Kelly Bryant taking easy, safe throws underneath, delivering strikes, a really good ball. Ball's coming out of his hands a lot better than I was anticipating, and he looks really good out there. And I tell you what, he's just chipping away at this defense, and he's finding guys like Terrence Williams, finding guys like James Harden, finding guys, T.O. on another curl route. He's not looking for that home run ball, and the Zappers offense looks so much better than they did their first 2 weeks.
Well, ball control is a big part of it, right? You're not trying to make a home run play every single time.
Right.
They're moving the ball, they're moving the chains. That's really important, and clock management is really about it. Let's not try to hit a home run every single play. Let's try to drive the ball, clock manage. Maybe they're going to have only 2 possessions this half. That would be huge.
That'd be great. Shunsey Thomas with the run play. Ronnie, I got to ask you, and I got to make a request. I mean, you got a relationship now with Crazy Bob. What do 2K fans got to do to get an alternate audio play-by-play of Crazy Bob?
Well, trust me,
2K.
he has tried. Did you see the video he did at PGA 2K last year, where somebody teed off from with their driver and they hit a moose?
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
Like the moose, he killed him.
I
Bob's
guess I'm
tried.
going to have to start playing 2K
Yeah.
to get some of these
Charlie, how do we
references.
get you into 2K?
Honestly, I'm down. What do I need? What do I need to do?
All
to
right,
get
well,
into
we're gonna make this happen.
Okay,
We're
let's
gonna
do
make
it.
this
This is perfect. I'm going to be schooled. I'm going to class. I'm going to
my
be great at
gosh.
2K. Okay, I have a question about the
2K's
game.
so
though.
hard.
So,
I can't play with these 12-year-olds, man. They're too good.
12-year-olds have gotten really
Well,
good.
that's because they spend all their time doing it, right?
Gosh.
I have a job now, unfortunately. If I want to pay my
I know.
bills.
When did that happen? Why do we need jobs? Why
know.
can't we sit at
Honestly,
home?
the
know.
way that
Like 2K.
it seems like the trend is going is that people aren't working anymore. I mean, you heard Kim Kardashian, get your ass up and go to work, right?
Well, no, I'll tell you what. Now, how many of these guys are making so much money playing video games?
Right.
We have owners in this league,
Timeout, Zappers.
obviously, destroying and
first time out
others
and only time out of the half.
that have made their career on it, are
being
so
social media,
influential with
yeah.
these kids, and it's very, very impressive, but it started with gaming.
Amazing.
So cool.
I love
Wow.
the veteran presence that T.O. is bringing to this team. And I can't wait for him to get more touches, and, tonight it'll be at the hands of Kelly Bryant. Hypothetically, Ronnie, as an owner of this team,
Yes.
let's say Kelly Bryant hits a home run tonight, and he just, you lead your team
Smashes
to
it.
their first win. Johnny Manziel is someone we've all been excited to see, but he's not here this
Zappers,
week. Will he
quarterback
lose
was
his
under
starting
duress,
job
threw
if
the
Kelly
ball,
Bryant performs really well?
did not
I don't
cross the
know if
line
he'll
of
lose
scrimmage.
his
About rolled
starting
the ball-
job, but I
penalty
think that
5
there's
yards
going to
to
be
the
a
previous
balance
spot.
because
Second
they
down.
both offer 2 different things. It looks like Mr. Bryan over there has got a really good arm. He's moving the chains. Like I said, it's about ball control. Johnny does like to throw it deep. He likes to run around. He likes to move the pocket. It's two different games. We can find a space for both of them.
Totally
But ultimately, we just care about W's. That's all we care about.
But I think Charlie does bring up an interesting point. You know, it's like, could there potentially be a little bit of a quarterback controversy brewing?
We got a turnover? Is that what happened?
No, it was an intentional grounding.
Got it.
Bryant was under duress, tried to fling it forward, and under the rules, it's not just enough that you pass the ball forward. It's got to cross that line of scrimmage as well, and it just never got there. So intentional grounding puts the Zappers offense in kind of a tough spot, but 2nd and 11 certainly manageable, especially when we're talking about FCF indoor 7-on-7 football.
I mean, look, I was saying earlier, they milked this entire clock.
Yeah. Smart.
They've only had one possession on the other side. I mean, that's going to be great.
Bryant throwing to the outside, finding Terrence Williams. Seems like immediately, right out the gates, that Bryant and Williams seem to have a pretty good connection. Owens right now, just 1 catch, 8 yards. And I tell you what, if they score every drive, I think T.O. would be happy with it.
Nope.
Because eventually he's gonna get his.
Well, I think bottom line too. I mean, you've already lost twice. You can't be 0-3.
You got to keep picking on us, don't you, Charlie?
Listen,
Right.
I'm trying to be motivating. Okay,
Yes.
this is tough love right here.
I'll also say this, because of the shared resources, you got to keep in mind, this KOD defense, they're playing in their 2nd of 2 back-to-back games. So again, the Zappers, you talk about adding Kelly Bryant, you talk about adding Terrence Williams. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, they're also playing a pretty tired defense. They have to win this game.
Oh, we talked about
Have
that.
to.
We talked about that before the game. You don't worry about that. It's all
1:20 left to go in the first half. T.O. off of the field. Bryant handing the ball off. Absolutely
big stuff.
no space whatsoever. Josh Robinson stuffed. Wow. When you have an edge defender coming in unblocked like that,
1 minute timing rules are in effect for the rest of the
that's
half.
tough.
1 minute
Jordan
timing rules.
Harrell just came in unblocked. The Lake Worth, Florida native from Mizzou. And you see it there, 6'2", 244 pounds. You can't let a defensive lineman come in unblocked, y'all. That's tough treading right there. So T.O. was off the field for a play. Looks like he will be back.
All right, well, we look forward to it, and we look forward to more T.O. Zone. Right now, we're taking just a very quick break. Game still tied at 6 apiece, but we still have a whole another half to go. So everyone, stay with us. T.O. Zone will be right back.